Welcome. I'm doing something slightly different today. It's going to be tapping to help you overcome any fears or worries that you may have around a difficult conversation. We all have to have them from time to time. And the point of difficult conversations is because something's not working between one other person or several other people. So just tap along with me, even if you don't understand what it's doing, because this is about helping your body to settle, to be calmer with a difficult conversation. Difficult conversations are important. They help us bring into balance different relationships so that we find that we can be working together better. And it's so important for us to be respecting and honouring those around us. So the first thing I want you to do is rate yourself the emotional content of this difficult conversation. And the rating is usually between 0 and 10, with 10 being the worst it can be, and 0, not at all. It doesn't matter. Just choose the rating that's right for you. And it's the first number that pops into your head. And if you don't get a number, that's okay too. Just pick one, because it's about a subjective measurement for you as to whether you're moving or not. Okay, so we start on the side of the hand and we say a setup point. So even though I have a difficult conversation coming up that is making me feel anxious, worried, guilty, conflicted, whatever that feeling may be, I can love and honour myself. Even though I may have this difficult conversation and I'm really not looking forward to it. I don't know how they're going to react. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm okay. I can love and honour myself and them. Even though this difficult conversation has me tied up in knots at the moment, I'm spending so much time and effort and energy on this conversation. It's going round and round in my head and I'm still no further forward. It's okay. I can learn to trust myself. And then we start at the top, just at the where the eyebrow is. All these emotions around this difficult conversation. To the side of the eye, all these emotions really beginning to get to me right now. Under the eye, it's just so difficult. I don't know how to say it, what to say, and I'm feeling quite panicky about it. Under the nose, these emotions really playing havoc with my sleep at night as I think about what I'm going to say, it going round and round in my head. All these emotions. All these emotions I'm feeling in my head or my heart or in my gut. They're really strong. And I don't understand them. Just here on the collarbone, all these emotions. Just under the arm, where the collar, where your bra is, ladies or gentlemen, if you had a bra. All these emotions. On the top of your head. I just don't understand how I'm going to handle this. And then we go around again. All these emotions, the overthinking, are leading me to avoiding the meeting. I'm ignoring it. But all that's doing is making me feel worse. I'm really struggling with the idea of having this conversation. And I know I need to. I know I need to. But it's just really tracking me down. All these fears, anxiety, overthinking, just distracting me from what I need to do. But I'm ready now to begin to be different. All these emotions are because I don't know how they're going to react. I don't know that I've ever had a good, difficult conversation where I have come out at least in a win-win situation. I just never do well in these conversations. I never quite get what I want, what I need. Giving in, pretending that I'm okay when I'm so not. All these emotions. All these emotions. It's time that I learned a new way of being that will help me be what I need to be. For me, but for them too. So as I begin to let go more and more of how I'm feeling, anxious, worried, maybe I'm even feeling angry. It doesn't matter, it's an emotion. I'm going to tap through and get that rating down, because they're my feelings and they are valid. And it could be that I'm bringing all my past experiences to this one conversation. And that's not fair on them or on me. As I begin to realize those old feelings are starting to settle now in some way. I'm beginning to clear some of these unwanted emotions. And let's be honest, any little clearing is better than no clearing, because a little clearing means that things can improve. Things can get better. Just allowing yourself to breathe in and breathe out, breathing in love and breathing out those negative emotions. The more clearing that you do, the more you can begin to allow space to think more appropriately about the meeting, to prepare for that meeting such that you are ready to meet that person in a better way, respectfully, honorably, maybe with love. Knowing that going in this better state can actually mean that the other person doesn't feel threatened, will feel your calm and respectful disposition. Knowing that if at any point the conversation turns a little higher in temperature, All you've got to do is listen to the other person. And if you need to, imagine turning down your own emotions until afterwards, focusing on the facts as they are. And it's interesting. If you think about it, it may be that you need more than one conversation to discuss whatever it is you're going to discuss. The first session just being a download of information that you can both go away and think about. Does that make it easier? Possibly. Could you then imagine coming back together and looking at that information and commenting, so it becomes not a difficult conversation, but a negotiation? What works for you? What works for me? Find the common ground that works for you both, really beginning to make that difference. And the things that you can't agree on, that's okay. They're for another day. And as you start to see a new way of being, those emotions that you had at the beginning beginning to subside, to become quieter in some way, I wonder how much better you might be feeling, if not now, but maybe doing this again, listening to this recording again and noticing what you notice about how you're feeling better about that meeting, that conversation. Breathing in, breathing out. Do that again. And the purpose of that is just to start to allow the body to sink even deeper into the clearing that you've done. Now, I'm not saying that you will be perfect, but just check your rating now. Has that come down at all? Or is it the same? If it's come down, that's brilliant. That just goes to show doing this a few more times, bringing yourself down to ideally under a 3, but if you can get to a 5, that's still progress. But if it's not changed, just check in with yourself. What else is it that you need to learn to help you let go of the emotional content? I hope this is useful for you. And if you've got any questions, do reach out to me. Kim Searle, Emotional Mastery. Thank you.